Second part. You're recording. Computer decided to die in the middle of it. Let's just keep going. Here we go. God, every time. Here we go. Last part. Wait for it. Float on top. Oh, we're chilling. Go.
88 and 8 list. We can actually, I'll put it as a separate thing, right? We'll go through my 88 and 8 list.
I actually kind of want to go through my 88 and 8 list as a fun session. So I'll write that right here. My 88 and 8. Anyways, here we go.
We're fine. And then it'll explain a lot about my psyche. But within that, the number one of that is getting it. So, what is exactly it? I don't mean the clown. I don't mean the, first person or third person singular form. I mean an idea. It's a little difficult to describe, so we're going to spread it out, right? It's an idea.
Okay.
It's a philosophy, which is technically an idea, and technically anything is an idea, so go screw yourself. All right, I got a little,
Damn.
cranky. I'm drinking. Look at that.
Yeah, I was going to say. I heard that. That was wild.
Which is also an idea. I'm aware. And it's also an understanding. And we're going to spread these three topics
Idea,
out
philosophy,
to fully explain
understanding.
what I've never been able to explain before, and that is getting it. The idea behind getting it is that you get it or you don't. Right? IYK, YK, okay? It's kind of that simple philosophy. Also, he stole one of my shoes. Give me a second.
This is before I had
He took the yarn upstairs. Oh my god, I can see his trail of yarn.
the beauty of pausing,
He's going to bring yarn all over the house.
which I still use wrong, but
right.
still.
No tea today, by the way. I should mention the album today is Halfway Off the Porch by AG Club.
I did like this. I actually might put this, I'm not even sure as what, maybe like a separate note, but what I did was highlight different albums that I really enjoyed and put them in the background. Probably getting all my stuff copyrighted. I just have it on jazz usually. Like right now is jazz, but I did really like that idea. I don't really do albums. I'm still going through my Spotify playlist, but maybe later, if I think about it again. I do really like it.
Concert was Denzel Curry, which if you know that artist, imagine that being your first concert live. It was intense. And this was the opener, AG Club. Very niche collective. They have some really soft so
Brother, like, can we get into the video, or are we just going to keep... There we go.
And here we go.
Oh.
Getting it. Let's do this. Let's figure out what the idea of getting it is, right? So what does that mean that it's an idea, right? It's an idea of a person. A person who, we're going to use similar vocabulary, as it all is kind of similar vocabulary. A person who understands. Right? Let's dive into that. What does that mean, a person who understands? Well, a person who understands is a person who is self-aware.
What's wrong with you?
And this is my
okay.
a little bit deeper into the philosophy, but a self-aware person, even its own concept, is quite rare nowadays. Again,
Understands.
Hopefully exists outside the idea of space and time, but I told you it's Friday, so whoops. I should say, in today's age, it is quite difficult to find self-aware people. There are a lot of people that exist.
What's really funny is the fact that I keep mentioning that it's Friday. Well, one, because I said I was not going to timestamp as like the entire intro to this video. Two, I work Saturday. It's not like this is a special get to enjoy the weekend type of thing. No, I work the next day. So I don't know why I'm like, let's celebrate tonight. I got to work tomorrow.
Purely to argue and correct and publicize, and he's still walking around with yarn. Wow. Anyways, there's a lot of not self-aware people. There's nothing against non-self-aware people. That's just not someone I'm looking for, right? This entire thing is not necessarily about what is someone I'm looking for, but this is on my 88 and 8. That someone needs to get it. It's an understanding. It's an idea of self-awareness, right? The idea that...
Here we go.
Right, you are a little small fish in a giant... Put that right there. A giant pond. And this is you right here. I'll put little Y-O-U.
Small fish in big pond.
Of you. There's a billion of you. There's a quadrillion of you. There's actually so many people that guess what? Every single person
Oh.
that has existed before you and possibly will exist after you will do something better than you.
Dang.
It doesn't matter any action you do. It doesn't matter any single philosophy you believe. It doesn't matter what emotional feelings you have. Someone has felt them more. Someone has experienced more. Someone has tasted, licked, touched, felt more. Someone has done more than you.
Wait. Why am I kind of him that way? Wait, let me write this down. I gotta take some notes on this. Okay. So many fish. I'm trying to figure out the right way of saying it. So many fish that everyone, that someone has done something, has done everything, that someone has done everything. This is a bad way of saying it, but so many people that everyone has experienced more, everything better than you. Let me try rephrasing this. It's more like your experience of life is less. Someone has maximized the utility. Let's see how I phrase it.
Everyone has someone that has done something more than them. Statistically, I mean, it is possible.
Everyone has done something. Wait.
Everyone has someone that has done something more than them.
Everyone has someone that has done something better than them. Wait. I should do more of these review videos. Everyone has someone. I probably should have just written it on my notes on here as someone who has done something
more than you. Everyone has someone that has done something more than them.
Has someone who has done something better than them. I don't like more. Who has done something better than them. This is good. This is really good. I like this. Keep going.
I mean, it is possible that there is someone that exists who has had the worst life. Until someone has the worst life, it is possible that someone has existed. If you think about, if we were to define what the worst is, quote unquote, in terms of what finances, social status, it doesn't really matter, right? But they would have the worst life. Someone exists, if we were to take the counterpart of that, the best life, until someone exists then, and then has a newer, better life that is the best version of life. God, it's annoying me how he is.
I was on a roll, man. Keep going.
He's just pacing back and forth, thinking, I don't know what he's thinking.
Keep going, man. He was on a roll. He was killing it.
You are a small fish in a big pond, right? Mm-hmm. And the idea of being a small fish in a big pond is a very, and we should definitely put this into an understanding aspect. We'll change the markers right here. I'm trying to clarify this between philosophy, understanding, and idea, because they are very similar words, I understand, but they do have a slight difference, right? An understanding is that getting it is very anti-American.
Wait. Where did this alcoholic man come from? Oh my gosh. Wait, I gotta catch these notes on right here. Understanding, very anti-American. Wait. I'm really impressed. Genuinely, I am really impressed with me, 5 months ago? Doing well on this. Here we go.
One of you. Story time. We'll do that. How about that? Explain what I'm trying to think.
And back when I did story times. Oh, wow.
I would say struggle, but I can see the yarn right now and it's not moving, so he's laying down.
Captain Crunch ruining my video, bro.
I'm American. I'm very aware that I'm American. I'm not going to necessarily give my political beliefs in hopefully any scope when I say this, but there's a lot of issues with the U.S. I don't think, as a definite, anybody could say that it's a perfect country. And there are so many more issues that has arisen in this day and age that it causes so much divide between people. And this is just me, my opinionated belief. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody. For some reason, Burger King needs to tweet about Black Lives Matter.
Facts.
For some reason, like, do you understand the concept of what I'm saying? For some reason, there needs to be a Dove commercial that shows trans women because there was someone complaining why there wasn't trans women. For some reason, the M&Ms, this is a very real thing, the M&Ms got canceled because they showed a third woman on there. And then, what the fuck even was it? It's like a news anchor, like,
Tucker Carlson, I think?
Or, you know, like, I don't even know, like, he did something to, like, these M&Ms, like, made fun of the women, but also objectified them at the same time, and then for some reason they didn't even show their mascot for, like, a period of months. It was a real thing. You can look it up. Maya Rudolph was a mascot. It was, like, a fake-ass, funny-ass mascot, but then they came back. But it was a period of time where Maya Rudolph left the face of M&Ms, not M&Ms. It was crazy. There's so much happening in the U.S., and there's so much happening in the world. Yeah. I say this with a very, very biased point of view. My belief is that a world view is possibly a little bit better than an American view. And I'm sure any single person can understand when I say the sentiment. A lot of Americans believe we're number one. A lot of Americans believe that we are the most important people.
We just did our hands at the same... I'm not sure if it lagged with the video, but I said we believe we're number one. I went like this. He did the exact same thing. I say he, it's me, but past me did the exact same thing. Watch, ready? This is what we did.
A lot of Americans believe we're number one. A lot of Americans believe that we are the most important people. Me, as an individual, I am the most important person. Right? I argue nothing against the idea that we shouldn't be able to speak about what we want to speak about. Right? I argue nothing against believing what you want to believe and fighting for what you want to fight for. Right? But when everybody does that to everything, especially on things of which you weren't fighting for like a month ago, like you weren't posting a black square on your Instagram like at any other point except when it became trendy. When you weren't doing things when it wasn't trendy, then it's just this weird. We're all number one. We're all the most important. Everybody, we need to focus on ourselves. We are the center of the universe. Everybody collectively believing that we are the center of the universe. And when that happens, it's like someone comes with an idea that may shatter your belief that you're the center of the universe, and then you have to fight them. Because, no, you are the center of the universe. And then they fight you, and they join others because, no, they're the center of the universe. And then it comes back, and back, and back, and back, and it keeps fighting and fighting and fighting. And this idea is very American to me. I don't know how it is in other countries. Hopefully not the same. Maybe it is. But that's just how I see the American ideology, the American understanding. The American dream. So, to get it is a very anti-American point of view. What do I mean by that? Well, if the American understanding is that we are all self-centered at the center of the earth, then being very anti-American is an understanding that we are a small little fish in a sea of millions of billions of quadrillion fish that have existed before us and will exist after us. We are nothing but a blip in the tiny scope of the entire universe, and by nothing we will ever have done will have ever mattered.
It's true. Harsh, but true. I'm gonna write tiny blip and nothing done or will do will ever matter. True. Doesn't make any less hurtful, but true. Second sticky note done.
I have a simple thing right here. We're going to die anyway, and that's beautiful. That was from a previous session. You can refer back to it. We're going to die anyway, and that's beautiful. It's a simple philosophy.
That's not even on there anymore. Where did that go? Well, that's sad. I'm going to make another thing on there. That's not there anymore. Oh, I remember why. Kinda. I'm gonna reprint. Okay, after this, I'm gonna take a thing. Gonna Give me a second, sticky note. Reprint. We're going to die anyway. We're gonna die anyway. You know what I'm trying to say. For Wall. Because I made new updated versions of it, and I just didn't put it on there. So that's on there.
Right there. It's the idea, the understanding, I should say, the understanding of peace within chaos. Right? It's the idea that you are able to be okay with knowing that you're not going to be the center of the universe, knowing that maybe nothing you ever do does matter. And having that understanding, you do what you want. And that goes into the philosophy, right?
All that before. It's okay knowing all that before and doing what you want, and still doing what you want. What you want. This is I was really pleasantly surprised. I didn't think I was going to get that much, but maybe a little breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs. But this is really, like, I'm really learning stuff over here from myself. Pleasantly surprised. Little inebriated man over here teaching me. All right, philosophy.
That nothing you do matters. And finally, we'll get to the philosophy aspect, which we will have in little purple. Oh, I felt the green over here. That's a philosophy being, do what you want. You have to understand nothing, very few things, you should argue. It's obviously up to the individual, but very few things in a general consensus beats the idea of confidence. Confidence is an attractive quality that we have. You know what confidence is a result of? Self-assuredness, self-awareness, right? Self-positivity. You don't see a confident person saying, this is so stupid, I'm so stupid doing this. And you know what? If they are, then you have to imagine everybody's doing that. It's a matter of imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome being, my duty. I'll show you off. He's just pacing back and forth. I'm not going to let him go in the basement because he's going to get spider webs all over the yarn and like loose the yarn. But this is him. If you can see, this is the yarn that's attached to him right now. He still hasn't been able to get it off. It's not choking him or anything. He's completely okay. Well, Captain
He hasn't changed. It's just funny, like, seeing him on video.
All right. You get out of here, you little silly boy. You, figure out how to get yourself out of that. Like, don't believe he is. Incredible. Don't get me caught, though. All right. Do what you want. All right? I believe that each individual has a different philosophy, very unique, as a snowflake is, right? It's the concept of how life is. People may not know their exact philosophy, how to verbalize it, but they have it. It's true. Alcoholics, right? Drinking makes me feel better. That is a part of an ideology, right there.
Well,
we use that expression while drinking. Whoopsies. No, I sound like one. No, I'm not. I do these sessions about every day, you can imagine. So yesterday was Thursday. Timestamp.
So today was Friday. What do you mean timestamp?
Second one done. But do what you want is a matter of if nothing matters. If nothing you do matters, right? If you are just a small fish in a giant sea of millions of billions of quadrillions of people that existed before you and will exist after you, and anything you do, someone will be better at you at it, or worse at you at it. Someone will have a better life and worse life. Someone will have your exact life except for maybe one tweak. That might be true. And they might be slightly more famous than you and have your exact name. It's possible. You ever considered it? The idea that anything you do will leave no mark whatsoever. You know how Pompeii happened? Sorry, a little side note. This is what happens. I get a little tipsy. But Pompeii, there were so many books. So much knowledge. They recovered like less than 5%. So much knowledge, so much understanding of a culture that we literally don't even know of. There were people that lived full lives and have died and had kids, and then they had kids, and then they had kids, and we know nothing about them because they.
This is a weird. I don't know that much about Pompeii. I feel like I would know less about Pompeii while drunk. Why was I talking about Pompeii in this? I mean, the idea of what I'm saying makes sense of the fact that it's just possible everything that you've ever done or ever will do will just go away. Like, even a giant volcano could just erupt and then just erase your entire lives, right? You might be resorted to, like, a BuzzFeed missing article or, like, just a tombstone on the ground. All these different things. But again, I'm not like a history guy. I don't know much about Pompeii.
Wiped out by a volcano. That's true. That's a real thing. You have to think about it. It doesn't really matter, right? You think about all the dangers that exist nowadays. There's climate change and meteors and I don't know, whatever. You could die from a brain aneurysm, right? It doesn't really matter. Right. Physically. I'm saying your entire family could be entirely wiped out and it doesn't really matter. But because of that,
okay,
you get into an ideology. An ideology. Oh my goodness, you're really going to carry the yarn everywhere, aren't you? You can see it on the desk right now. You can do what you want. Philosophy and ideology are synonymous terms to me. I know they're technically different, whatever. A philosophy that you can do what you want. A philosophy that does not take life seriously. There are too many people. The question. Sorry, I had a third thought that existed right there. There are too many people that take life a little too seriously, and I find it an issue. I really do. What is he doing? The chair's gonna fall backwards. This man's heavy. Let me tell you. Good 10 pounds, possibly 11.
He hasn't done this in so long.
You wanna hop on my back again? You remember that time with one of those sessions? I was scared.
That was terrifying. I was wearing like a full, nice outfit, and unprompted. Probably is one of the funniest videos. I don't even know what session it was, but he just straight up jumped on my back, like clawed into my back, just climbing on my shoulders. It was like a scene out of the Three Stooges. It was so insane.
Like, terrifying. We're gonna ignore him for now. Life is already hard enough. Why you gotta take it seriously? If you're not laughing, you're gonna be crying. Right? And while crying is necessary, what should you do the other time? Cry all the time? There's always people being trafficked. There's always people being assaulted. It's true. There's always people dying of cancer. This is the truth. This is the reality of life. It is. The more you think about it, the sadder you get, right? The more you know about what's happening in the world, the sadder you get. So struggling with the dynamic will also come to the fact that you are aware that you don't want to be aware. Maybe that's what it is.
What?
While also questioning at the same time. So it's a bit of a conundrum. It's not a conundrum.
How about being aware that you can't handle being too aware, like knowing too much, because the reality is our brains are not able to handle the worst atrocities that exist in the world. Or just able to handle too much info, just in a general sense. Like, that's what happens. Like, our brain overloads and stuff.
It's technically kind of a quandary when it
but specifically the horrible stuff
deflects the other one. It's not intersection. I'm forgetting the word right now. Aware that you aren't aware.
What was it trying to say?
Technically kind of a quandary when it purposely it's while also questioning at the same time. So it's a bit of a conundrum. It's not a conundrum. It's technically kind of a quandary when it purposely deflects the other one.
Paradox. I was trying to say paradox. The word is paradox. Dummy. Dislike. Okay,
it's not intersection. I'm forgetting the word right now. Aware that you aren't aware.
That's so
that's
funny.
Gonna kill me. I hate forgetting a word. A deflection, an intersection.
Do I remember?
Whatever. Doesn't matter. Being able to question life and wonder about things that you maybe have never thought before, wanting to question why you haven't tried new things, why you experience and feel these certain things, why you go through these certain things in life, right? While at the same time, knowing that you don't want to know about the horrible atrocities that exist in the world, because eventually that's what it all leads to when you go to it. And not that it all leads to that being the endpoint, but that all goes through that to reach an endpoint. I'm sure there's someone who is able to discover most of life. It exists. There's a person who has discovered most of history, right? Most of the present. They've been able to know all of what happens around the world, or at least the most they can, ever since the beginning of time. I'm sure they're not a mentally stable person. That's the truth. There's no possible way that that person is aware of all the atrocities that have...
He really wants to jump on me. You can tell. Like, look at his body position. The man's gearing to jump.
ever happened. There's no way you're gonna hop on me.
Look! You see? Look at his face. Look at his face. Look at when he's looking straight at me. Devilish intent. Then when I look at him, look at where his face goes.
The atrocities that have ever happened.
Oh!
There's no way you're gonna hop on me.
Oh, what's that? Oh, sorry. There's something over there. I don't know. I was just Anyways, what's this? Look, Lily lying.
All the atrocities that are about to happen, and is still mentally stable. I can't imagine. Maybe after 2, I would say they go to an insane asylum. It's insane. The idea and the person. So this is what I have for essentially getting it. If I were to bottle it up into one big thing, I mean, essentially it is getting it. The idea of getting it bottled up in the way that I explain. Oh my goodness, the way that I explain the easiest is a matter of you need to get it to get it. It's not exactly a stepping stone into understanding, but rather it's a ideological, it's a philosophical, it's an understanding of shifting into a new way of thinking.
I like that. I'm going to write that one down. Third note down. So it's, I'm just going to write getting it. And not a stepping stone of understanding, but a shift into something. On a stepping stone of understanding. You know, it'd be so fun when I eventually make like my 500 videos. When I'm reviewing this review, I'm like, yeah, he's a stain right there. And, you see Captain Crunch in the background. Oh, well, he got off my shirts. I don't know where he is now. Shifting to something.
Understanding of shifting into a new way of thinking.
A shift into a new... But a shift into a new way of thinking. Honestly, is the best way of describing getting it. A new way of thinking. A new way of thinking. I'm just going to write good definition.
Maybe that'll be the takeaway, right? It's not a stepping stone.
Oh, God.
It's a shift.
Come on.
To be honest with you, I would like to believe that there are a lot of people who get it. I've met a couple people in my life who get it. Captain Crunch does not, because he likes getting kidnapped. He's a little weirdo. Okay? Figure your way out of this trout. There's yarn all over. But there are people who do, and there are people who don't. And I know that you all know there are people who do, and there are people who don't. I know you have met several people in your life that you look at, and you're like, wow, this person follows all the rules. This person doesn't question any level of authority. This person doesn't question themselves in any way, shape, or form. You also see people that wonder about things, right? See people that wonder about life. And not only wonder about life, they're aware that they are not the only person on the planet Earth. Be around people who get it. And if you're not someone who gets it, hey, it's possible. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's not a stepping stone. It is not a stepping stone, all right? It's a shift into a new way of thinking, all right? This, trust me, fucks you up. Sorry, fudges you up in life. Apologies for
Now I remember.
not cursing. I'm gonna get really badly on YouTube. It's gonna be funny. Well, this does several things to you, I will say. It definitely changes your way of thinking of life, and happy to say it's something I'm attracted to. Hopefully you are too. Hope you have a good one. I think we made some good time today, Captain Crunch. You really want to hop on me, don't you? Look at you. If I stand right here, you think you will? I'll just stand right here. I'll just talk. Well, how was I standing last time? I was like this. Right? I was explaining the board.
He's ignoring it. He's ignoring it.
I shouldn't move. I should stay still. No, okay, I'll make you this. All right. Anyway,
He's
go
not.
over. Look, he's following me. I know you want to, you little weirdo. All right, you come over here. You're gonna say goodbye to everybody. Oh my gosh. See this string that's following him. Alright, say goodbye, Captain Crunch. Oh, don't say goodbye.
Look at his
Say,
little face.
Goodbye.
It's always
Say
the
that to their
same
souls.
face.
Tell them to get it. Tell them to get it. Alright.
it's so funny because it's just something with the camera. Like, just looking at it back in a video, he looks so much cuter. But he just looks so much dumber in person. I don't know what it is.
Until next time.
Well, I have to say, pleasantly surprised. I got a good 3.5 little one of these little sticky notes I'm going to use for this. I'm gonna jump straight to 10.2. So, I'll take my glasses off. That's how you'll be able to tell the difference. But yeah, I was really surprised. I actually did learn quite a bit. Genuinely, it was a more you know type of thing.